Hey guys, so this is a very simple video, but it's a request that you had, so that's why I'm doing it. I did a video before about cutting open cantaloupe and butternut squash and some other cool things like that that I prepped in my fridge. You guys specifically have asked about watermelon and how to cut this open. So here we go. Ask and you shall receive. Let's do this. Sharp knife, okay, so careful. Organic watermelon. This is my little bamboo cutting board. I don't usually cut too many vegetables on here. When you do cut fruit, it takes on the flavor of whatever you have cut on there previously. So if you've done like garlic and onions on specific cutting boards, sometimes it's really hard to get rid of that smell. And if you're cutting fruit on it, it can absorb that taste. So be careful about that. So this cutting board, I don't really do that kind of stuff on, so it'll work well for the watermelon. Just saying. Okay, here we go. Watch your fingers. Basically, you're just gonna cut right down the center. Okay. That is actually a very beautiful watermelon. Look at that. There's a ton of ways to do this. This is just the easiest way that I know, so that's what I'm sharing with you. So flip it over so it's nice and stable and not, like wobbly like this. Just gonna cut it into quarters. And then from there, this is how I do it. I just cut it into like thick rounds like this. And you can also just eat it like this, straight, like we did when we were kids or whatever. I like to cut it and just have it like pre-cut in my fridge. So it's easier, to eat. And also when you keep it in the fridge and it gets cold, to like bite into a big slab like this isn't like, it's not super great. So I cut them into little chunks. So here we go. Be careful, obviously, because the outside of the rinds gets a little slippery. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, just like we did with the cantaloupe and the butternut squash, just cut it into chunks, just like that. See that? So now I'm gonna do the rest of it, and we're gonna have beautifully cut, fresh watermelon. Okay, so also, while you're doing this, obviously you wanna, watch your fingies. And I also am eating it to make sure it's not poison. My family's gonna be eating it. I gotta be careful about that. This is really good. Oh. Summertime rocks. At the farmer's market, they have such great stuff. Watermelon, cucumbers, peas are gonna be coming into season. Zucchini, tomatoes, it's so awesome. This is like the greatest time to go to the farmer's market. I mean, there's other parts of the year, obviously, like I love the fall vegetables, but summer at the market is just, it's beautiful. And you just want to eat a huge cornucopia of like incredible fresh vegetables. It's so cool. So I'm just going to continue cutting this, but look at how awesome. So this is going to all be ready to go in my fridge. This is so good with like feta cheese. You can make a little like watermelon salad. It's so summery. It's so awesome. And basil. Basil during the summer, oh, it's the best. What's cool is when you go to the farmer's market, it can be like overwhelming. I totally get that. But ask the people, like ask the farmers, ask them about ripeness, what's in season, like, if you get something and you don't know like when it's the right time to eat, they'll tell you, bring this home, eat it today or let it ripen for another couple of days. I mean, this is what they do, and educating people. I've always found that at the farmer's market, the farmers they want to educate people about their produce and what they're making, and if you're getting meats from them, I mean, they want you to know how they do their process because it's not easy, And the more you understand, the more you really appreciate what goes into it, and you appreciate what you're feeding your family. So this is a perfect example of how I would just very simply cut watermelon. So when I do watermelon for my daughter, I tend to pick out the little pits. If there's like the big black pits, I'll actually pick them out because she's too little to know to spit out seeds right now. So when I prep it for her, I cut it up, you know, a lot smaller, and I just make sure there's no really big seeds in there. She loves watermelon, and it's really great. It hydrates her, and it's just a nice little treat. So I'll just cut it up smaller, and if there's any seeds that are just right there, I'll take them out. These little white ones are okay, but when you find like the bigger ones, you want to get those out because she doesn't know to spit them out. But then I'll make like a separate little dish for her. She's napping right now, so she's going to be really excited when she wakes up and there's some fresh watermelon here for her. So this will be like a little snack. The other thing too is, you know, when we go out as a family during the day, I'll put this in a little container and I'll put it in my diaper bag, and when we're out and if it's hot, it's a summer day, you know, she can sit there and eat watermelon, which is great. So a lot of times what I'll do is, this is just this little toothpick thing I have, but I'll just cut this up and put it in a platter. And if I have friends coming over, or just, you know, I want to put this out for my family to kind of nosh on throughout the day, I'll just stick some toothpicks in it just like that and just put it on the counter. So anyway, you guys asked, I hope you like this. Let me know anything else you want to see. I do love simple videos like this, so thank you guys for requesting it. And let me know, because I love talking about the stuff and showing this stuff to you guys. And I hope you like this video, and I will see you soon. Subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications so you know when I put up a new video, and I will see you guys very soon.